Dunkin'. Hi, can I get a grande pumpkin cream cold brew and a pup cup? There you go. Good boy. He's barking at a plastic bag blowing in the wind. Hi, it's Morgan and Duncan. Let's do a Q&A. The best drink to ever exist at Starbucks. I have no words. I am a pumpkin girly through and through. I have been struggling so hard with my car setup today, so this is what we're just gonna stick with from now on. But I asked you to ask me questions. I put a question box on my Instagram story and I posted on my YouTube community tab. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. My username is always more green because it's like my first and last name put together, if you didn't pick up on that. And because Morgan and Green are very common, easy names, so a lot of times usernames are taken from me. But I am gonna start just from the beginning. I wanted to do this because I just hit 50,000 subscribers. I thought it'd be fun to do more of a little personal video. I don't do this very often. How do you stay consistent when life gets hectic? Number one, summer, I was all over the place, which I admitted to. Like, summer's hard, right? You're busy, things are going crazy, like you're in and out of routine, like it's hard to keep up with, right? However, I do try to make time for my non-negotiables, you know, like movement, eating protein, drinking lots of water, right? Having your core few habits and things that you stick to can help kind of keep you grounded and, I don't know, give you a little bit of a sense of control when things do get crazy and feel like they're out of hand. So relying on those and sticking to those, especially when they're things that just make you feel good, like daily walks, I think is key. Are you married? No. I did get a lot of questions about my job, if I do YouTube full-time, etc. Basically, I graduated from college, University of Wisconsin-Madison, in 2020. I was the very first COVID class, like May of 2020 was my graduation. Like, we literally went on spring break and then just never went back to school. It's kind of crazy. But that being said, I barely had to do college during COVID, which I'm very happy about. However, I worked at a beauty school for a little bit after graduation, and then after that, I did quit my job. I do YouTube full-time, and I plan to keep growing and working hard and hoping to create really good videos for you and just get better every day. I'm living the dream. Like, I cannot complain because I love YouTube. I literally started my first YouTube channel when I was like 12 years old. You would never be able to find it though, because it's not my name. Are you looking forward to the colder months? Honestly, yes. I'm like not ready to part with summer, but fall's the best season. Fall is just the best season. There's no arguing. Like, I won't accept any other answer. Fall is the best season. Not only is fall fashion the best, but I think my favorite weather is when I can wear sweatshirts and not be sweating, but it's not like cold, you know? And I love the pumpkin drinks. I love all the fun flavors. Like, I just love football games. Come on. I can't get enough of fall. And fall goes by way too fast, especially in the Midwest, because it's 85 degrees for like a while, and then it gets to, you know, a beautiful 60 degrees for like a second, and then it's snowing. So I don't have long to enjoy it, but I will enjoy every moment I do have. What is one thing you would go back and tell yourself at the beginning of your fitness journey? Literally, just keep going. Trust the process, do what makes you feel good, stop overthinking things, and it takes time. I know that's not one thing, but I feel like that's all the same idea. What was the hardest part of your initial weight loss journey? It's all mental. Like, the mental part is the hardest part because it takes so much time. You feel like you're not making progress. You want to quit, like you want to cheat, and not only cheat as in like have a cheat day, but cheat as in like try to take shortcuts, and shortcuts don't work. I think that's really hard, is the mental aspect of knowing that it takes time and shortcuts don't work. Like, you just have to keep going. And you have to be open-minded, and so much trial and error goes in until you find what you like to do, what works for you, and what gives you results. I know that's, again, not one thing, but I just can't give you one thing. If you could travel anywhere in the world for free, where would you go and why? This is honestly really hard. My favorite place I've been so far is probably Switzerland. Beautiful, so much fun, such good food. But I feel like there isn't one top place I would go. You know, I've never even been to like the UK. I would love to go there. I want to go a lot of places in Europe. I also haven't really researched this. I feel like a lot of people have one place because they've done research. I haven't really done research. More about your mysterious boyfriend. Where did you meet? How long have you been dating? So my channel is about me, right? Like, I don't post about other people, right? Like, if I have a YouTube channel, like, it's about me. I mean, obviously it's about helping you, but like, it's my outlet, it's my thing. I don't want to share it with other people. in the best way possible. Being selfish in a good way. So like, I don't talk about my relationship. I talk about friends occasionally, but I do have a boyfriend. I got a DM from someone who subscribed to my channel trying to set me up with one of their friends, which honestly, I was like, girlfriend, if I was single, like, you'd be my girl. That is so nice of you. But I do indeed have a boyfriend. We actually met in 8th grade Spanish class. We haven't been together since 8th grade, but that's when we first met, technically. And we've been together years and years, and that's what I'll give you now. Do you live alone? Actually, no. Well, number one, I live with Duncan, but I also live with my boyfriend, so it's us three. Favorite recent Amazon purchase? Ooh. I got this really cool thing that's like workout equipment that I actually am putting in another video. It's for hip thrusts with weight. If I can find some other cool things, I'll put pictures on them because I'm actually not signed into my Amazon account on my phone. So like, I can't remember. How can I really stay consistent and finally lose weight because I tried so many times and always failed? Honestly, I feel like I should kind of do more of a dedicated video on that. I've talked about consistency, I've talked about like habits and stuff, but I've been through this as well, you know, like so many people go through, you know, the yo-yo and the back and forth and the I'm making progress and then I'm not, or like I'm getting to this point and then I quit and fall off and things like that. And it is hard. It is very hard. It's so mental. It's so physical. But I always think the root of it is your habits. You know, it's what you do on a daily basis. And remember that when you are trying to lose a significant amount of weight, it is a lifestyle change. You can't just think short term. It's all about starting small, really. Again, I know that wasn't a lot, but maybe I'll do a whole video on this. Any tips for fighting a bad relationship with food? For example, eating disorders, binge eating, etc. This is a hard question for me because everyone is different, obviously, right? We know that. And I'm technically not authorized to really like give any real tips, you know, I don't have any credentials. But here's what I will say. Okay, one way to shift your mindset about food is not thinking that you can't eat things. And if you want to avoid something, it's simply saying not, I can't have that. It's, I don't have that. I don't eat that. I choose not to do that. Like, remember, you are in control and like, the food will be there tomorrow, right? You don't have to finish the entire pack of Oreos today. It will literally be there tomorrow. And obviously how you grew up and so many things factor into how you, I keep trying to put this into words and I keep talking in circles and don't know what I'm saying. I don't think I can come up with the perfect answer. Favorite coffee combos that you like to make at home or healthy Starbucks and Dunkin' orders? I love the protein coffee. You probably already know this. I talk about it in so many videos, but number one, protein, always great to have. Easy way to get it in. Number two, it replaces sugary creamers. Number three, it actually tastes good. So if you have never tried protein coffee, I have it every morning. Highly recommend. I will link my favorite flavors. I just bought pumpkin spice latte protein. I'm so excited. I will link that one, but it's seasonal, so it sells out fast. Otherwise, I typically do caramel latte. Tastes so good. Otherwise, at Dunkin', I really usually just get flavored coffee. I don't typically get any crazy order. I'll just get a regular iced coffee. I'll add maybe some milk and then a flavor swirl. No like extra cream, extra sugar, all of that. But since I bought my Nespresso, I really haven't been going to get coffee as much compared to years in the past. How is it reaching 50K? Honestly, I mean, I didn't know if I would ever make it here. Like, it's crazy. I mean, total imposter syndrome moment. It's like, what? But also, I'm like, okay, like I should celebrate this, right? Like this is cool. This is an accomplishment. I'm halfway to a plaque. Like, I love this. It makes me just want to keep going. Like, it's amazing. How do you plan out your content and content creator tips? So I mostly do YouTube. I don't post that much on Instagram anymore. I used to be good about it and I'm not good at TikTok. I'm just not. So I don't really use TikTok. I would love to, but I don't know. I don't know why. I don't have much of a relationship with TikTok. But for YouTube, like I said, I do this full time, so I obviously have that luxury. But as far as like coming up with ideas, which I guess I'm not really sure what part of it this question really wants to know about, but coming up with ideas, a lot of times I will see what you say, you know, in the comments if you want to see more of something, or, you know, what performs well. If something performs well, clearly people like it. You should do more about that topic. Or I think about, okay, what are the characteristics of someone watching my videos and coming back to my videos? What else do they want to know? What are they curious about? What do they struggle with? Like, how can I help? Because as much as I love to talk about myself, I mean, who doesn't? And I was just saying, like, this is my channel, it's about me. It's also about helping people and helping you and sharing my passion and trying to, you know, get other people feeling good. So it's like, how can I help you do that? I ask these questions, and then not only those, but also, you know, maybe there's seasonal things that change or other things like that. I try to come up with really solid ideas. How do you not feel burnt out, or like, where do you get the energy? LOL, you're amazing. It can be hard. I definitely get burnt out, but I feel like having more of a strategy and more niched and specific goals really helps me because I know what I want to talk about. I have more of a plan. And I feel like a lot of times when I personally get burnt out, it's because I feel a little bit lost. I feel like those things can kind of go hand in hand. I'm also a very energetic person. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm very enthusiastic. I'm very energetic. I'm bubbly. Like, that is really just who I am on camera and in real life. So in the energy, I got the energy. That's a little tip. Favorite things about living in Wisconsin. I love Madison. I'm not from Madison originally. I've just stayed here since college, but I love it. I love the 4 seasons. Like I said, fall's amazing. I just really love where I live, to be honest. Not a question, but seeing your growth has been really inspiring. I hope to get back into it. Thank you, and I hope you do too. What are your channel plans for 2024? Oh boy, I don't have things planned out that far in advance. I'm gonna try to keep doing what I'm doing, keep getting better and better, and reaching more and more people, and just going up. Did you apply for this circle? Okay, you guys, my friends want me to go on this circle. I've not really seen it, besides like season 1, episode 1, but let me know if I should apply to be on the show. Why did you switch from Bloom supplements to First Form, fellow curious Bloom user? Oh, okay, so I used to drink Bloom greens like every single day. I haven't had them in a little bit, but honestly not for any reason. So I love First Form's protein powder, and I love all their other supplements because they are just such high quality. It's a brand that I trust like so much. So I've been using a lot of their products. However, I don't dislike Bloom. I've tried a lot of different greens. Bloom, First Form, Bellway, Vital Proteins. I've tried a lot, and they all have different perks. And I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna buy Bloom again because I probably will. I also just like the brand. I don't know. I know Bloom is kind of controversial these days, which is, I don't know, kind of dumb in my opinion, but whatever. I think Bloom does taste the best out of anyone I have tried. I will say that. Specifically, Bloom, the citrus flavor. I've tried other flavors and I don't like them as much as the citrus flavor, but it's really just because I wanted to try a bunch. So I didn't like switch fully, but I just haven't had Bloom in a few months because I've had other ones. I do think First Form you get a lot more veggies and a little bit, just more bang for your buck almost. But I do like Bloom, nothing against it, and I do think it tastes better than First Form. I got a lot of questions about moving. Okay, where are you moving? Are you still moving? Have you picked the state? How's the move go? And I'm like, So, this is the official moving update. Okay, I've been talking about moving for probably over a year now. Maybe a year, because I really wanted to move out of Wisconsin, right? I've lived here my entire life. I'm like, bro, I gotta get out, get to somewhere new, like do something fun. Did a lot of research, boom, picked it, Austin, Texas. I was like, I'm moving there. I am moving there. I tried to find like a good city, something that was dog friendly, like I did whatever, and I just everything kept pointing to Austin. It's a growing town, great for people like me, my age, whatever. And so last January, I went there for about 2 weeks to kind of test it out, see what it was like, stayed in an Airbnb. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. Great for Duncan. He came with, like, it was great. I was originally thinking I would move in spring, so the past spring we just had. However, it's just kind of working out better where I stay where I am. I live on the lake right now, so I spent this summer on the lake. I had a new niece born this summer. Like, there was just a lot of things. So I stuck around this year, and the plan is to move right after the new year, so coming up in a few months. However, I have not signed a lease yet. So how it works down there, which I have not signed an apartment lease since college. So like this stuff was new to me, but how it works down there is you can't sign a lease until like 0 to 60 days before you want to move. And obviously I decided like last year I was moving, but I couldn't sign a lease for like, oh, a year from now. That's just like not how it works. And so the cheapest time to move is around December, January-ish typically. So in October-ish, November-ish, I will be signing a lease to start the lease either end of December or early January. And the plan is to stay here for the holidays, the new year, and then get out. Get out, starting new. There will be a ton of moving vlogs. I love that stuff. Filming it, watching it, all of it. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for a change. New things in my life. I don't know. I'm very excited. I love Madison. I have been living it up this past year and I loved going to college here. Like there's so much this town has to offer, but I'm coming for Austin, Texas in January, if all goes according to plan. I got a question that was, what Hogwarts house are you? Okay, I've seen all the Harry Potter movies. I like Harry Potter, but like, I don't know. So I actually took 2 quizzes because I was looking at these questions the other day, and both quizzes told me I was Hufflepuff. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but take it as you will. What are your thoughts on friendships? What if they feel exhausting? What should I do? Okay, we are not wasting time on people that don't fill our cups, right? Life is too short, life is too precious to be around people that suck the energy out of you, right? Some people take way more of your energy, whereas like other people pour energy into you. And you notice, right? Like after you hang out with someone for a little while, you leave and you either feel great, high on life, wanting to do better, or you feel tired, exhausted, and down. It's so much easier said than done, but I do think we shouldn't have time in our lives for those friendships. And there can be so many excuses like, I've known this person so long, or like, you know, they did this for me, or like they're good for the, or blah, blah, blah. But it's truly just like at the end of the day, if you don't want to spend time with them, like you don't have to completely cut them out forever, but just don't spend time with them. You know, you don't have to be enemies, but you also don't have to be best friends. Tone it down, spend less time with them. If they're not good for your life, they're not good for your life. And if you're submitting this question, you know, deep down, they're not good for your life. You don't have to completely ghost them, but I do think you need to set boundaries, you need to limit your time with them, and it's okay to see them every once in a while, but don't be best friends. What is your favorite hobby? I love going places with Duncan. I don't know if that's too basic, but truly going places with him and doing things with him makes me so happy. Taking him on the lake, taking him to a dog bar, like just going to different things and having my little sidekick with me truly makes me so happy. I am a social butterfly. I love to interact with people. So like, I don't know, just being out with Dunks and other people, it seriously just makes me happy. I used to be really big into crocheting. I know how to do that. What's your favorite music? I'm so bad with music. I just listen to whatever's on. That's probably like one of my biggest flaws. I don't have good taste in music. I just know it. But at least I'm self-aware. If you could go back in the past, what's some advice you'd give yourself? Honestly, I think I would say you need to chill, you need to relax, and things are gonna work out, because they just do. And if it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant for you in the first place. That's not saying don't work hard, don't try, not at all, but I feel like we just always put so much pressure on ourselves, and I still do, and I need to take my own advice, but you gotta stop putting so much pressure on yourself and you gotta just live. How are you doing, Illy? I love you too. I'm good, I'm happy, I'm excited. Things are good. Things are good. Does eating high protein ever give you stomach issues? Actually, no. And if it does, one thing is check how good the protein you're buying is. You know, if you're eating a lot of protein powder, number one, try to not do too much protein powder in a day. I have at least 1 scoop every day, but my other sources, like I really try to get them to come from regular foods. However, make sure you are spending money on a quality protein. It can be very expensive, but if it's better quality, it shouldn't be causing too many tummy issues, and if it does, it might be more than that, because I'm not a dietitian, so I don't know. That's my best advice though. Do you have any tattoos or want them? I just have this little D. I got it in May for my birthday for Duncan. D for Duncan, my baby. Last picture in your camera roll, well, besides screenshotting these questions, is this. I promise. See, look, I'm not lying. See, there's all the questions and stuff, and then there's the Duncan pictures. No surprise there. Go to comfort food. Non-healthy, just for comfort. Anything with cheese. When I said I lived in Wisconsin my whole life, I'm not kidding you. Queso, mac and cheese. Oh my God, but crab rangoons. Those have cream cheese in them. Literally, I could eat any type of cheese forever. I love cheese. What are you most excited about for this upcoming fall? All the pumpkin stuff. Spending my last fall for a few years in Wisconsin where the weather gets cooler. I just want to be outside. I want to be doing things, and I honestly just get so excited to wear hoodies. Go to drink at Dunkin'. Fall and just on a normal day. Fall, I will always just get like a pumpkin iced coffee. On a normal day, I'll just get a regular iced coffee with like the vanilla flavoring or the caramel or whatever I'm feeling. So just an iced coffee usually. Favorite part about being a woman? I love being a woman. I literally could not imagine being a dude. Like I love all things girly. I love getting my hair done. I love makeup. Like I love dressing cute. And not to say you can't do those things when you're a guy, but I just love being a girly. I do. There are bad things, right? Sometimes it's hard to be a girly, but I love being a girly. Any food that you absolutely hate? Honestly, I'm not picky at all. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. What did you study at college? So I actually originally was in the math program, and then I ended up switching to education. I love math. I am a numbers girl. I always have been. I don't know if that's surprising or not, but in order to graduate on time, I switched to education because I knew math was going to take me longer, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I was like, I'm not spending a bunch more years in school and racking up more and more student loans and whatever. I don't know, but it all worked out. It worked out. Favorite protein powder? First Form all the way, baby. I will link it. I love it so much. I have never tried one that tastes better, that feels better. It's just magic, and it works so well in my protein coffee. Were you always active or into sports growing up? So when I was super little, I started in dance. Then I quit dance to do gymnastics, and then I quit gymnastics to do cheerleading. I did cheer all of middle school, all of high school, and then during college, I actually worked for UCA, which stands for Universal Cheerleaders Association. If you're familiar with the cheer world, you know what that is. If you're not, essentially it's a really big cheer brand. And I was on UCA staff, which means I put on summer camps for cheerleaders like all around the country. It was the best summer job ever. Like, I love it so much. I, not gonna lie, I still wish I was involved in cheerleading, but I am not. I got to work events, competitions. I went to cheerleading worlds. I went to nationals, different fun things. You get to travel. Like, it's so much fun, and I love UCA. I actually did try to get a job at varsity, and then COVID happened and everything got messed up, but I was trying to work for varsity right out of college. Who would you say are some of your biggest influences? So this could be like on my personal life or some of my favorite like influencers. My favorite like big influencer is definitely Lauren Giraldo, which is funny because I am obsessed with the 12-3-30, and that's like how I like lost a ton of weight, but I didn't even know who she was till a year after doing like the workout that she created, which is kind of crazy. But then I started watching her videos and like knowing her, and I love her. But on my personal life, that's a hard question. Like, there are a lot of people around me that I think push me to do better. And what do they say? They're like, the 5 people that you spend the most time with have the biggest effect on your life. I've always looked up to my sister. I have a lot of friends that are like really successful in their jobs, which is so inspiring to me. My friend Katie that lives in New York is like always doing things and just growing her career and just like being cool. Like, there's so many people in my life that I continue spending time with because not only do I like them and we have a good relationship, but they're inspiring and they, you know, make me want to be better. So that's why I keep them in my life, you know? And that does sound selfish, but also I like to think that I give that back to them as well, right? Like, it's definitely a two-way street. Do you ever experience the winter blues, and what tricks do you use to keep yourself motivated even in the coldest, darkest days of the year? This might be an unpopular opinion, but I find that in the winter, yes, I do get the winter blues. It is sadder with less sunlight. Like, you do feel different. It's, you know, that's all very real. However, one thing I think is that because I have a lot less going on in the winter, it's almost easier for me to want to like work out and be healthy and stuff, because it's like, well, what else am I gonna do? I can't like go sit outside at a patio somewhere and have beer and cheese curds. Like, I don't know, something about winter, I'm like, well, I have nothing better to do. Like, I might as well go on the treadmill for 2 hours. Like, well, and end of fall, like going into winter is when I started losing a ton of weight when that happened for me. So I don't know, I feel like trying to channel the boredom and maybe sadder emotions into like exercise and things like that, because remember, exercise, you release endorphins, which is like a happy hormone and stuff. And so I feel like it really can help you feel better. What are your future plans for your channel? Do you have a 5-year plan, or are you going with the flow? Love your channel so much, really motivates my lazy ass. Well, I love to hear that. 5-year plan, I do not have. I have goals and I have strategies and things that I put into place to, you know, try to help me grow, try to help me help people, try to help me spread the positivity and the, you know, self-improvement and the healthy lifestyle, right? Like, I have different things that I try to implement and try to do and try to strive for, but I definitely don't have a 5-year plan. If you have things that you want me to do in the next few years, let me know. Always looking for feedback. Like, I always love feedback. But yeah, I'm just trying to be better. What fall trends for workout / loungewear and for going out are you most excited to try? I feel like the past year specifically, I've been so much more into buying really good basics. Don't get me wrong, I love a good trend. Like, I have Sherpa Boston clogs. I love them. I can't wait to bust them out this fall. But I wear basics so much. My favorite places to get good quality basics, which are pricey, are, for example, Talentless. This tank and also the shorts I'm wearing that you can't see are Talentless. And Skims, honestly. I know it could be controversial, whatever, but I love Skims. I've never purchased a Skims piece that I didn't love. I do have some really awesome trendier pieces from like Princess Polly, White Fox Boutique. I really love a good trouser pant, and that is more basics, but I do like to wear those, not just in like a professional setting. I wear so many bodysuits. I don't know, I just really love basics. I do. Abercrombie is the best place to get jeans. I swear, I love the Curve Love line. I wanted to ask how being a doggy mom is going for you. Have you done any formal training, and what was the most difficult part of having a puppy in your life? I actually went for a consultation on training for him. It was after he got neutered. So Duncan is a year and 1.5 12-ish months old. So just over a year. He got neutered at, I think it was 10 or 11 months. And after that, honestly, he has calmed down so much, which has really helped with his listening skills. I did go to a consultation for dog training. It was at a chain called Sit Means Sit. And I really liked it there. Like, I was really intrigued, but it was very expensive, but for good reason. Like, I think you'd get a lot out of it. But I thought about it for like a month, and then he started actually listening really well. I do use a shock collar. I do not shock him often. I know some people are really against it, but it has a lot of settings. It also has a beep and a vibrate. I use the vibrate a lot. The vibrate is not painful, even on the highest setting. It literally feels like your phone vibrating on you. There is a shock setting. I keep it very, very low. If I do use it, the only times I use it is if he's jumping on people, because he's 65, 70 pounds, right? He cannot be jumping on people. Like, as much fun as it is to have a dog, he's my best friend. He's like my child. I am so obsessed with him, but he needs to behave, right? That is my stance on it. I promise I take good care of him. He gets the best food. Like, he is so spoiled. He gets so much exercise every day. Like, I treat him well, and I know I do. But I'm also home all day every day. So, like, I can give him what he needs. And he doesn't act out from being alone as much, you know? Training is not a bad idea. I definitely considered it. I could do it down the line. Right now, we're chilling. And he's not perfect, but I do feel like our communication has gotten better. Because remember, it's not always that, you know, they're not listening to you. Maybe they're not understanding you, but maybe you're not understanding them either. But also, there's never been anything super bad that's happened in the time that I've had him. I literally would never go back and change a thing. I am so obsessed with him. It seriously was probably the best day of my life. We're coming up on a year since I went and picked him up for the first time pretty soon. I can't imagine my life without him. I literally will think, oh my God, think myself into tears that I'm literally starting to do right now. I will literally sometimes, like, not on purpose, I don't know, but I will literally think myself into tears thinking about that he won't be here forever. But he really is such a good boy. Also, labs in general, oh, I grew up with labs, which is why I wanted one. Labs are, they're the best. I love them so much. I love their breed. He's perfect. He really is such a good boy. But, you know, patience is key. And look into training. You know, look into training. It's beneficial for everyone. My king just sleeping right now in the back. I know, baby. Don't worry, when we get home, we'll go swimming. He knows that word. Isn't that awesome? I love it so much. He knows the S word. Yeah, I'm gonna take him. Yes, it's a beautiful day out to go. That being said, that is everything for now. Thank you so much for watching. I love these personal videos, but I always also try to do videos that are very helpful for you. And yeah, just always let me know what you want, because I am making these for you as much as for myself, and I just wanna reach more people, help more people, and I just love YouTube, okay? I just do. Thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. It means the world to me. Thank you for being here. I seriously appreciate you so much. I'm always rooting for you. I love you. And I'll see you in my next one, right? Say see ya, dunks. See ya.